how we search in the village. Some are successful, some are not. Because we have so many overseas Chinese from this area, we have already, many of them went to Southeast Asia 200 years ago. So the first Lingyang Benevolent Association from Singapore was over 200 years. So they went to Southeast Asia earlier. And then from Southeast Asia, they made, their view or their eyes to the world, so they know the outside world of China. And then when gold was discovered in the United States in 1848 in California. So for the history, the overseas Chinese history in this area is more than big group of our people went overseas to make their living was from over 200 years ago. But earlier, maybe like in Song Dynasty, in Tang Dynasty, we had people went down to other countries, but at that time only like business people. So for people like us, common people, is more than 200 years ago. So even though they work with very minor, humble jobs, but still with their hard work, they could make money to build their hometown, in a very good way. So these are some of the examples. Actually, the overseas Chinese changed the whole society of our Siam region. So thanks to your ancestors and my ancestors. My grandfather's grandfather went to Montreal, Canada. So with their help or with their tears and blood, so we can have this now. So you see, for example, this is one of their ancestral hall. In San Francisco, Chinatown, the Jia clan used to be very outstanding. So this is one of the villages that we're going to visit. This is Tangdong village. So you see the year of the building was made. So it's very, most of this, here you can see this one was from the late Qin Dynasty. So they made money from the Jia, made money from San Francisco, Chinatown, and then returned to build this after the 1882 Chinese Exclusion Act. And this one, because the return was money, so banks came. So they built the fortified railroad, the defensive towers, because their clan, they made a lot of money. So they went to other places to build a new village. So around 1900, the whole village was burned by the bandits. So they had to move back to this old 600-year-old village here to rebuild their village. So that's why, they had to build this tower, defensive tower first. I don't know how many of you from San Francisco. So this, do you know the Empress of China? Yes. Yes, you all know that's their home village in China, in Taipei. So, but empty. Very sorry to see, sad to see, all empty, very broken. If they don't restore it, I'm sure it will be gone. The whole village will be gone soon. It's very sorry. So just now, Harry introduced me, because I study in many places. I studied in California, in UBC, in Hong Kong. So, but I think what I wanted to do is to help overseas Chinese people because I have so many overseas Chinese friends. So I would like to help the overseas Chinese descendants to trace their Chinese roots in China. So 2009, because my background, I'm a conservationist. So I do architectural conservation. So I restore some houses in the village, So and establish an NGO to do conservation. So I'm going to introduce this my project later when you are in Shandong. So one of our service is the root searching. This is the current state, Henry. This is the current state of the village. This village is about 700 years old. 700. 700 from the Yuan dynasty. So these are the people, the village people working in the, and then our food, and then our cultural activities in the village. So this is what we're doing to help the overseas Chinese people to understand their ancestral life. It is not just, you go to the village and look at the very broken old house. That's important, but it is also important for you to know more about their life 100 years ago. So these are, we have paddy fields, we make our rice is very good because it's organic. And see, and this is our second base under this Shandong concept. So we are good. So you see, this is the situation before restoration. It's very broken. With all trees. This is inside. Here. This is here.
Looks like your house, Pam.
So you see, so for me, I'm happy to see this because I'm going to look forward to, what is done, right? But for many owners, they are, wow, very scary to see this. How can you restore it? So, actually, we wanted to restore this kind. One thing is for the owners. The other thing is for the craftsmanship. Because if you keep restoring, then you keep the techniques. You keep the technical people. Otherwise, for example, all these decorations, we don't have people to repair them for us. So this is also a practice for us. So you see, that's the inside of the building. That's how we, all this, you cannot use machine, no machine. You all hand, you use your hand to cut this big by big. So it takes a lot of time.
Wow.
So the roof, this, here, it was like this. So this is, when it is done. Oh, here, so here used to be like this. These are all new. But we use the old-fashioned, we call this canton tile. Humid, the weather here is very humid. If you came like 3 days ago, you can feel like very hot and all with a lot of
moisture.
Sweating.
Yeah, moisture.
Moisture, yes, everywhere. But this kind of tile, they can absorb the water. So this is very unique Canton.
Tile.
How can I say? Our ancestors invented this. Many dynasties ago. So right now we still can find factories to make this kind of tiles. So because it's all broken. We have a lecture series here because we make the function of this building is for cultural exchange and also for research. So the cultural activities, for all ages, from very small children to, retired people. So we're here, that's why we're here. So this is we call this Blue Tile Roots Research Center. So this is one of the functions. We're going to build the library, the genealogy library here. This is our team. It's a very professional root research team that we built in the past years, according to our experience. So, for example, like your case, your report, we have, I'm here oversee the whole project, and also we have two very good managers. They had, like this Dinah, she graduated from the Hong Kong U. She got a master from architectural conservation program. So she's my daughter. And she's my student. So she's an architectural student, but she's very good at design and also English, all this. So these two they used to work for the root church project for many years. So they have the experience. So two of them, like this time, we had 61 villages in your group.
Wow.
For us, it's very overwhelming. So 61 in 2 months. We have never done that. So I worked on the Chinese New Year's Day. The Choya, I had to work. All our group had to work because we have only 2 months. And Harry, he said, Celia, you got to send out the reports by April 1st. I said, no, we cannot do that. So, but we tried. So, we have 39 people working for your project. 39. So why I have to work during Chinese New Year's time? Because we have to recruit people, and also because we're in China. The students are very flexible. Even though it's in the holidays, they will still sign up for, those who are interested will sign up, and then I need to interview them. I interview 90%.
Wow.
90%. In 3 days. Wow. My mouth, those 3 days, my mouth just cannot talk because I talk. And then we chose 30 of them. Now because we have added, new villages, so 32. Now our whole group is 41 people working for you. So these three, they are experts on research. They themselves have lots of genealogies at home. So like this from Toksan, Mr. Chen, he's the person who which one is Pingzhou? Pingzhou village. Oh,
village.
huh? So he's from Pingzhou village. I know one of our okay. So he's going to take.
Wow.
So
Nice.
he's the person who did the genealogy book for their chain trail. So these people are very unique. Not many people would know how to read those old genealogies. So and he's based in these two based in Toisan, Hoiping, and this based in Hangzhou. He graduated from this person. He graduated from Sun Yat-sen University. He's very good at doing research. But this time, 61 villages in this time. Most of our participants are from Toisan, 44%. So, and also we have Toisan, Hoiping, Zhongshan, Guangzhou, Shenhui, Fasan. From our team, so he had 3 helpers. He had 3 helpers to take care of 27 villages in Toisan. So 22 successful. 5 villages failed. Fail means we cannot locate the house of the ancestor. Because we could not have enough information. So like Kaiping, we have 12 villages, 11 successful, 1 failed. It's expensive.
Oh.
But this time, I think, thank you for your support to come the second time. This time we found the ancestral halls. We found the 2 ancestral halls. The first ancestor and then the ancestor who established the Gong'an village. So I don't know. And also we had 21 villages in the Pearl River Delta. And so he works very hard, day and night. Because in the daytime you go outside and at night you stay home to read the genealogy books. So okay, I'm going to show you some cases why they are not successful. So this is one donor form. Sorry. So we went to the village. To see, and only 4 people live in this big village. So right now it's very difficult because so this couple are part of the family, the village. So he's the only person that we can talk to when we go to the village. And we found this a genealogy book in the Yi-Clan, the ancestral hall, Feng Choi Hall. So we need to look for this Yu Wanzhong that you want to get, but nobody knows him. So that's why we cannot, because you have no other information to give us, only the name. So, and we actually, when we talk to them, they know the bride of Yu Wanzhong. So that's very, so we can locate the village, we can see the names, in the genealogy book, which means this is the right village. Because we have this evidence, right? But we don't know his house. So the other person is also it's also your case, right? It's also because you only give us one name, no other things, only one name, and this name is not the marriage name, it's not hope, but it's only the given name, the given name. So when you look at the genealogy books, given name is not on the genealogy books. Only the marriage name is there, right? So that's how, even though we have this form genealogy book, we cannot find the name.
So if I sent you more names, like
Yeah, that would be helpful. So if you give me more names, then we can choose. But the names that you give us are not the whole. It's not follow the genealogy poem. So we look at many very similar ones, but we don't know because we don't have the correct names that we use. And 3 generations up is very important because people, if we can find people in the village that would know the only like 3 generations, they would know. Otherwise, they cannot give us any suggestions. And also, the address. As I mentioned just now, the address, the name of the village that you give us is also usually like the big name of the area. Like the Guangzhou case, Pengwu. It's the name of a town, of a city. Like a town here is like as big as a city in the United States. Then also, because sometimes if you give us a wrong name or wrong suggestions, then it leads us to the wrong place to waste time. So this is very important. So give us as much as you can. Then we can analyze the information we have. And also, for those, like Spencer, we cannot locate your house. So what you are going to do? When you're here, what you are going to do? So we are going to tell you the story of the Wu, the story of the culture, history of the Wu. I mean, the first ancestor and how they, spread it out in the area. This is what we can do. That's something that we call cultural roots. That's the only. The last but very important is most villages in China are now very empty. So all the people, right now I live in the village. Since 2020, I moved back to my grandfather's house from, during the pandemic because we don't work, nowhere to go. So I said, let's go back to my house to restore my grandfather's house. So I lived there for 6 years now. Every year I will see old people pass away. No newborn children, no young people. So when the older generation gone, no one can tell us who's who. Even though we can have the genealogy book, even though we can have, for example, like I show you the picture, like mother, you have been here before, see? But who can tell us, the picture, right? So it's going to be very, more and more difficult in the future. I think a few years ago, like 2018, at that time it might be better. Yeah, more people. So from 2018 till now, it's how many years? Yeah, 8 years. A lot of people have over.
So yeah, I have a cute story, okay? I sent in for research on my